So I know I'm late, but I'm a huge Nintendo fan, and I'm going to talk about the positives from the Nintendo Direct and what interested me from seeing it. And to be honest, I thought it was a pretty solid Direct, and we got a lot out of it. But more or less, thought it should have been named the Mario Direct instead of the Nintendo Direct. It definitely would have been cool seeing some things from Metroid or Kirby, but what we got was solid, and I was pretty content with what I saw. Okay, so going into the games and news announced, I loved the first Mario Rabbids game, and the second is even better than the first. That's how it's supposed to work, right? I hope they make more and more of these games because it's such a fun game with solid strategy involved and plenty of character to it. Just an overall enjoyable experience from beginning to end. I've poured so many hours into the second game and have 100%ed the non-DLC part of the game, once they came out with the pass. I played the Tower of Doom and 100%ed that too. In this Direct, they announced the second part of the DLC pack with the Melodic Gardens storyline and map. The game is level 30 and past for this DLC storyline, and I've actually been playing it, and it's so good. It's pretty challenging. There's various types of battles, new interesting sparks, and plenty of engagement just in the overworld in general. Also, beating 16 enemies with only being allowed to use sparks and techniques is rough. Even rougher, having to only use Bowser and Edge in one of the missions because Bowser is ass in this game. All hail Rabbid Mario. But anyways, the DLC was available immediately after Direct, and it's got plenty of content in it to last for a while. By all means too, I'm going in no particular order, just what I feel like talking about first. Next is the Mario Kart DLC. I'll be honest, I didn't buy the DLC Season Pass because I play online all the time, and if you play online, you get to play all the DLC maps. The only thing I'm missing out of this is the characters, and there are plenty of them in the non-DLC version. I normally rock with Dry Bones, Shy Guy, and Rosalina, but the new DLC pack for Wave 5 looks pretty solid. 3 awesome deserving characters are being added with Kamek, Wiggler, and PD Piranha. Get ready to play as Wiggler, riding on a Wiggler, playing on the Maple Leaf Treeway map, where there's a huge Wiggler. It's Wiggler Mania, baby! The 8 courses look pretty cool too. We got a new map out of the 8 being added. 3 are Mario Kart Tour ones too. I don't hate tour maps, but also don't love a lot of them, so I'm glad only 3 out of the 8 are tour maps. So yeah, a pretty solid wave, and I'm really excited for Daisy Deck and Koopa Cape. We are getting the Batman Arkham trilogy this fall, and I'm going to cop that. I played City, but haven't played Asylum or Night, so I'm hyped. I'm interested. Which games have been better, the Spider-Man or Batman games? Trilogy releases for games are always money. The Metroid trilogy, hell, they're probably soon going to have a Zelda trilogy, or a Sonic trilogy with Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 and Sonic Heroes or something like that. But yeah, this was a cool little announcement in the Direct, and it comes out in the fall, so it's really not that far out. The mysterious part of the Direct was the new Peach game. Hard for anyone to talk in depth about it because we just don't know much. But what we can see is that it's going to be a 3D game, and it looks like it'll be treated somewhat as huge as the Mario Odyssey game or Mario Galaxy, those type of series. I'm always cool with a new Adventure 3D Mario game, and I'm all here for a game centered around Peach, especially after the new Mario movie. They portrayed Peach to be pretty independent and very badass. Apparently, she was already better at platforming and fighting than Mario. I hope she gets to hover in the air in her game like she does in Smash Bros. I assume towards the end of the year, we'll get more clarity on it, but I don't need them to rush in it. By all means, come out with it next December, and I'm cool with that. Zelda pushed back both their new Zelda games, and look how that worked out for them. But yes, I'll pre-order the game once given the chance to do so. Easy $60 out of my wallet. I hope we don't go in the direction of $70 to $80 for games being the norm. Once again, this is what I liked and interested me in the Direct. So I know they announced Luigi's Mansion, Pikmin 4, WarioWare, and Sonic Superstars, but I personally don't care for them. I'm not saying they're bad, but they aren't really my cup of tea. But happy for people who are excited for them. The next big thing I was excited for was Super Mario RPG. It's a remake that will arrive in November. And you know, I've never played the original on the Super Nintendo, so I'm excited for this because I know a lot of people who love this. I'm a big fan of the earlier Paper Mario games on the 64 and GameCube, and loved them so much I bought Bug Fables, which is similar to the OG Paper Mario games, not the new trash ones. The art style for the remake looks great, and Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, take notes. Well, I guess it's too late for notes now, but in the future they should take notes. A lot of people have played it and it's fresh in their memory. And they're hyped for this, but I'm even more hyped because, like I said, I've never played it. I know everyone just raves about Geno this, Geno that. I'm interested to know if it's just going to be a remake with it being visually improved, or like a Wind Waker remake remaster where there's some quality of life improvements. Nothing huge, but things that just help make the game flow better. Wind Waker really was the bar on how to make a remake remaster from an old game. So the last thing that caught my attention and my wallet was Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I think we all got burnt out on the new Mario 2D games because the last few from the Wii to Switch just felt stale and just the same. Just felt like a cash grab after a while. And especially once the first Mario Maker came out, there was no point of any new Mario 2D games because Mario Maker allowed you to make the same levels. The art style got boring, the stages had no character, they felt repetitive, and everything was constantly about the Koopa Bros. That was always the boss. The formula got stale. Mario Maker was the death of 2D Mario until this new one. Hopefully. But it goes in a slightly different art style, but man, is it packed with so much character. I feel like they're having just a ball with this one, and it already shows. The 2D Mario games weren't heavy on character and made Mario feel a little static. Like, he was really a generic NPC. Mario Odyssey was great because of how much character it had, and how much character it even gave to Mario. You had Mario in a sombrero dancing to mariachi. What more can you ask for? But this one just has a lot of chaos, goofiness, and so much character to keep your attention. These levels aren't something you can make on Mario Maker. I loved watching people's deep dive in this game, and there's so much to unpack. And this isn't far out either. It's coming out in October. I haven't bought any of the new Super Mario Bros. 2D games for a while, but I'm definitely getting this one expeditiously. So to wrap things up, for my game list just going into this year, I'll have something to entertain me for a while. I'm already playing the new Mario Rabbids DLC, and I'll keep playing that until the new Mario Kart DLC comes out. So then I'll have two things going on between beating and 100%ing the new DLC for Mario Rabbids, and then playing the 8 new maps out for Mario Kart. That will keep me occupied until the fall, where we'll get the Batman Trilogy, and I can play all 3 of those, and then go into October and play the new 2D Mario game, and then lastly play the Mario RPG game in November. There won't be a time where I won't have some fresh game and just new content to play and enjoy. Lord help my wallet. But anyways, I feel most people thought it was a solid direct. Maybe not an amazing one, but a solid one. Me personally, I thought it was amazing because I have now games just set for the year to keep me happy and engaged. Let me know what you liked from the June 21st Direct and what were your overall impressions on it.